that's dark. Here, let me turn it this way. There we go. Hi guys, I am in Florida. Yes, we are down here on our annual 2-week, just come down to Florida and just kind of live in Florida for 2 weeks. Vacation a little, relax. We're with friends in an Airbnb, and I will show you that whole tour later on, but I thought it'd be fun to just like vlog a day in the life here in Florida. Maybe bring some sunny weather to some of you who are in colder areas. Currently at home right now, I think it's like 9 degrees and they're getting snow every other day. I will show you a bunch of my favorite things here in Florida to do at the end. A lot of outdoor living stuff type of thing. We drive down every year. Well, this is our 3rd year. And yeah, it's just like works out so well. Just come down here and just like live in Florida. It's wonderful. Anyway, so this morning we went to the Ringling Museum, and those are the clips you just saw there. So gorgeous, like Great Gatsby / tropical vibes. It was really, really neat. I want to pay to go into the inside of it next time because I think that would be super cool. And then after that we stopped at Goodwill, and I thought I would show you guys some of the things that I picked up while I've been thrifting down here. And then tomorrow, I'm so excited about this. Tomorrow, me and Lynette Yoder, she lives down here. She does a lot of similar things to me here on YouTube. Anyway, we are going to meet up, go shopping. We've already hung out together a bunch, and you'll see some footage of that later on. This vlog is gonna jump around a little bit, I know. But tomorrow we're gonna go hang out, do some shopping, and answer a Q&A that you guys sent questions for. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then also at the end, I will put in a whole bunch of clips and talk about what we are doing in Florida, some things I recommend, don't recommend, how to travel safely, that kind of stuff. So welcome to a day in the life in Florida. Okay, I'm in my room here, and I will include like a small tour of the house at the end of the video. So if you want to see more about the house we're staying in, yeah, stay tuned until the end. But we stopped at a couple different Goodwills, and the one had so much stuff, and they don't let you do returns right now. I wanted to buy all like 14 pieces that I found, but I was like, I don't need that much. So unfortunately, I put back like half of it. So I have some of it here I want to share with you guys now. And this is going to be like rapid fire, really speedy. The first thing I'm going to show you quick, it's in the background here. I got this bag. It looks like it's in new condition. Oddly enough, it says it's like the Ulta brand, which I think is hilarious. I don't know. I don't know what it has to do with makeup, but anyway, it's really cute, and I thought I could use this as like a tote on the days when my mom takes the diaper bag when she has the kids, and then I have to go run errands and stuff. I can throw my wallet and all that stuff right in there. So, and it's just like the perfect dusty rose color, I guess you could say. So yeah, I was super excited about that find. My hair is crazy. It's really windy out there. Also, this I cannot link. Yeah, I can't link any of this outfit. It's all like old or thrifted, but I'm gonna keep this black skirt on to show you this stuff. Okay, keeping with like the pink theme, this is a shirt that I found. It's like really feminine and girly and very like swingy, and I like this when I'm wearing like a fitted skirt because it's just nice and flowy over your backside. And then it has the cute like tortoiseshell buttons right here. And this one was $5.19, but I don't see a brand on it. Okay, so then here's like this really easy black and white blouse. It's like button down pockets, and I like how it has a long tail in the back. And then this next one I've already worn down here in Florida. It's super easy and comfortable. I like the earthy tones of the stripes. Like stripes can be really, really gaudy, but I feel like this looks good because it's like more muted. Again, with the long back and tying it in the front. And I like the sleeves. They're short, but they're not too short. And this one was $5.19 as well, and the brand says W5, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna be wearing this shirt all the time, so consider yourself warned. You know when you find a t-shirt that just fits you perfectly? That's this one. And I like the subtle stripes again. It's like a mustard brown color and white stripes on black, so right up my alley. I really like this one a lot. Yeah, it'll look good with like just a classic straight black skirt. I've already worn this one like twice, and I've only had it for like 4 days, so yeah, you'll be seeing this one in the future. And the shirt was actually from H&M, and it was $5.19, just like all the other ones. Okay, here is the next one. I love this one so much. It's gonna be for Pennsylvania more, I'm sure, for their weather. But I not only just love the tan and black like woven fabric, but the V-neck, it's high, but it's still a V-neck, so I really, really like that. I don't have to wear like, you know, a high neck shirt underneath or anything. And this one is the White Stag brand. Okay, again, a similar shirt, but this time with a lower V-neck, and it's much longer in the back. I really like, again, the neutral colors. Stripes is just like adds a little something without being like very colorful or whatever, so I really like this one. By the way, I can wear bright colors and stuff. Some Mennonites actually try to stay away from bright colors. I can wear bright colors. I just thought I should clarify it's just not what I'm drawn to lately, I guess you could say. So I don't know, it kind of comes and goes. And also right now I feel like in stores it's a lot more like jewel tones and muted tones and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm gravitating towards lately. But yeah, I used to wear tons of bright colors when I was like 16, 17, 18. How many of you remember like the aqua and the coral colors being like, that was where it was at back when I was that age? But anyway, I kind of matured, or no, I didn't even mature. That's what I like right now. And this was an Old Navy shirt for $5.19 again. Okay, and then this shirt is slightly out of my comfort zone. It's in my wheelhouse as far as color goes, but it's like sheer, so you have to wear a shirt underneath it. And then it has like embroidered triangles on it. I don't know, I decided I'm gonna take the risk, buy it, and see what I think. But again, it has nice length short sleeves. And two more things that I found real quick here was this little shopping cart for $3.99 at a Goodwill. And I just pulled this little ceramic bowl off of our dresser here. We've been using it to collect change while we're down here, and I'm excited to take this home and either use it as a flower pot or just like, you know, to style a shelf or something. Again, with the orange and kind of like gray stripes, and I don't know, I like the pattern on it. I have a similar one to this at home, I think. So maybe I should start a collection. Okay, it is later on. I got freshened up. I was just out swimming in the pool, and I'm in charge for supper tonight. We do go out to eat some, but it's nicer to just have food in the house too. So our fridge is completely stocked, and we have been taking turns making supper. And tonight I'm just gonna be, the guys made a whole pile of grilled chicken and we need to use it up. So I'm making like a smoked chicken Alfredo type of pasta. I'm just gonna use the Prego stuff from Walmart. And then I'm cooking the penne right here. And then we're just gonna mix the chunks of chicken with the noodles and the penne. Maybe some pepper and garlic. I'm not sure, I have to look, see what I have actually that I brought down. And then just like put everything in a casserole dish and put some mozzarella cheese on top. And just have it like bake in the oven and be so delicious. It's actually kind of fun cooking on vacation. It just feels like something normal and kind of like grounding. Same thing with laundry and stuff. Yeah, I kind of enjoy it. So anyway, I'm gonna get this made and I'll show you the finished product, and then I'll probably pick this vlog up again tomorrow when I am shopping. Okay, I don't know if you can tell how dark it is, but it's just like dusk. It's 6:30 and we are headed out on a little bike ride. I heard there's like an outdoor concert we're gonna go listen to maybe a little bit. There's the kiddos. Say hi, Josh.
Hello.
Anyway, I better put this down so I can actually pay attention and bike. Oh my word, this is so cute, but I don't need it. So somebody come buy this, Home Goods. I love it. My drink is getting kind of watery.
I actually have it almost all gone. Nick would be like,
shocked.
Way to go. I never like drink all my drinks usually. It's like
me neither. It's always like the ice in the bottom. Hey, we just got done shopping and, well, not done. We're gonna go into this garden store here and check out plants yet. I'm really excited because it's Florida varieties. I'm pretty sure I can keep them alive in my sun porch. Yep. We'll see. But anyway, if you want to know what we ordered for our drinks, you got to go check out Lynette's video. They were really good today. This one was
really good.
Yeah, very good. TikTok inspired for her. Anyway, I did mention that I was going to hang out with Lynette, and I'm sure most of you guys know her, but if not, you want to get to know her. We both have a lot of similar content, and so we thought it'd be fun to like collab together in person since we become friends through YouTube.
It's been great fun having her around for sure.
This is so fun for me. I never, like, when you are, I mean, I'm a mom, but I'm also like a YouTuber, and so you never have like a coworker you can actually physically, like, you know, talk shop with and do stuff with. So
have we rattled on and on, believe me.
Like I said earlier, we've come down to Florida for the past 3 years, and every time we try to meet up if we can. She's been showing me around a little bit, and I got to see her flip house that they're working on. It's going to be so cute. I saw some of your tile choices. Very, very pretty. So definitely, if you enjoyed the home decor type of thing, even cooking and like house, just mom stuff even, her channel is great for all of that, and I'm really excited to follow along on your newest flip project. You guys just started kind of your own Urban Oaks Designs. Do you want to talk about that at all?
We have a company name, but we're just starting out. We're kind of getting into doing more projects for other people. We're flipping a house right now, and we've only kind of worked on our houses in the past, but now we're kind of morphing into that. So we're actually like creating a little business, I guess. So feel free to follow along if you're interested in that.
Yeah, turning something you love into a business is just like, that's so exciting.
It's a lot of work, but it's also fun.
Anyway, I just thought I'd quickly show you what I got. I found this pot here.
So cute.
I really like the bottom. It's like that concrete look. Wasn't sure about the pink or not, but I think it actually will add like a nice tone. And I'm thinking my kitchen. So I need to buy a plant now back here, so I'm excited for that. And
anyway,
it was kind of slim pickings today. Neither of us found a ton of stuff, even though we both have long lists to work on. Here, I'll show you one more thing I found. You'll probably see this in a future video.
I didn't see that color.
Yeah, it's a color block sweater, and it's a cardigan, and I live in Pennsylvania, so I'll be wearing this for probably another 3 or 4 months till it really warms up. I think it was $12.99, so I was happy with that. And I found both of those things at Ross. We did run into Home Goods, but we didn't really find much.
And the line was so long, so we kind of like, we left.
Yeah, and anyway, I forgot to say welcome if you are new to my channel, if Lynette sent you over. I'm so glad that you're here. And yeah, let's get into these questions. So there's a lot of fun ones here, and we're not going to want to sit in here too long till the car gets hot.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little warm.
Some of these are really interesting and some of these are really practical. Let's start with a practical one. How do you stay motivated to be busy and not idle during the day?
You can answer that one.
We were talking about this earlier. I feel like personally right now for me, I just have to budget my time. I have so much going, like with mom stuff, house stuff, and then also running YouTube and Fox Sparrow on the side as well. It's just like you have to be intentional about how you spend your time, and you feel like you're always multitasking. Oh. So the motivation is just kind of built into the lifestyle I chose for myself, I guess you could say. What about for you?
So something that helps me is if at night I clean up my house at least relatively well before I go to bed. Even if it's late, sometimes just picking up a bunch of things around the house and waking up to a clean house, that helps me feel productive in the morning. If I don't wake up to like a messy house and, you know, kitchen with all kinds of dirty dishes and stuff, that is something that really helps me feel more on top of stuff when I get up in the morning. So just one little thing that I like to try and do.
That's really practical. And maybe along with that is try, like, I think so many times as a mom, if you're a mom or even just like a housekeeper or something, so many of your jobs, you can't really see them. Like you can't see a completion or like a stamp or like
you pick up one area and then next is.
So a to-do list, it gives you that like instant gratification, crossing it off. I love using a planner or even just like a simple to-do list. I can link some of our Fox Sparrow ones down below. But yeah, I just think sometimes making it actually tangible that you got something done makes you motivated to do like the next thing.
It does. If I would do better at making lists, but I do. I agree.
I'm a list maker. Maybe just because I'm more forgetful and scatterbrained. I don't know. But great question there. Thank you so much. This is a fun question. I thought this would be fun to hear your perspective. How do you start designing a new space? Do you plan, budget, or just go for it? I mean, I feel like you have a lot to offer because you do this a lot, but.
Well, the first thing I would say when you're designing a new space is what is the space going to be for? That's very obvious, but like what are you using it for? And then I usually try and find like one piece. Maybe it's a rug, or maybe it's the sofa you're working with or whatever, but then I'll like branch off of that. Sometimes it could be a simple thing as like a throw you find. Like today we saw a cute throw in the store. Like sometimes it's just like little things like that that gives you inspiration, but then also just going on Pinterest and stuff helps me. And you can create mood boards. I'm not very good at them. I'm kind of trying to get into that, but you could actually, you know, like go on Canva and save your images and put them on there and kind of put them together and see how they look, like as far as if they're cohesive or whatever. Things like focal walls, do you want to do like an accent wall? I'm a big fan of those. Just even one wall with a paint color, that's an easy solution. Like it doesn't have to be costly.
I do not have the privilege of getting my house all done like at once. We just work on it room by room because my husband likes to do the construction himself, and he also has his own business, so he just, Saturdays and evenings is about all the time I have for stuff. So usually what happens is I kind of have a color palette in mind already because I like my house to flow a little bit, but then I usually try to think of like a statement like wall, or like what's going to be like the interesting part, like different than just like a cookie cutter room or whatever. Like right now I'm doing my office, so for that room it was a custom door that Josh built for me. That video is not out yet, it's not quite done, but and then from there I just kind of, I try not to shop too early till I have a lot of ideas figured out, but sometimes I will buy stuff and then I'll see new ideas and then it just kind of mushrooms, and you have to be careful to rein yourself in a little bit and try to stick with the vision. Right. I think sometimes for myself the struggle is to make sure it's like cohesive and that I don't start morphing it, you know, over time as I'm working on it. But I don't really budget like out ahead of time. I just kind of like, I will always be like, is it cheaper to just buy it, or can Josh make, like I can get a lot of custom stuff for pretty inexpensively because he's doing the labor for free. Right. So that's not really practical for some other people, but that's one thing that's really nice. Thank you, Mom, for submitting a question here. My mom said, do you like when viewers introduce themselves in public or just creep in the corner? That was worded so well because you get both. Right. I don't ever fault anybody for not saying hi because I can see how that would be like awkward in some ways, but I love it when you guys do find the courage to come up and say hi, because I love meeting new people in general, even before I had a YouTube channel. So I feel like even just coming down on vacation in Sarasota and meeting a lot of followers and stuff, it has been so helpful to have like that common thing that we can start talking about, and then we can jump on to other things and I can learn things about your life. But yeah, I often will get like DMs and stuff like, oh, I saw you at Aldi, or I'm like, and then it just goes through my mind, oh my goodness, how are my children behaving? What was I wearing? You know?
Don't hesitate and just come say hi, I follow your YouTube channel. Like I love that part too. I mean, we don't see who all is following us, obviously, and so it's interesting for me at least to meet new people and to meet you guys. I think it's fun. And we're both pretty chatty people, so it's probably not going to be too awkward. And since I was talking about thrifting in this video, I thought maybe I would throw this question in from that girl in Texas. She asked, give us y'all's best thrifting tips. We both really enjoy thrifting, I think. Yes, for sure. This is a super practical, tangible one. What I do, since I like modest clothing, if I'm in like the dress section, I just look down at the bottom about the length that I like my dresses, and I just look at the fabric there. And then if I happen to see something that I like, then I look at the dress itself. That's a really good idea. It's super easy and practical. It weeds out so much stuff. You can do that with skirts as well. Like if there's mini skirts, you don't care about those, or I don't. Right. And I just go down further or whatever. And yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Like you have to dig in order to find stuff, but that would actually eliminate some digging. If you don't like digging, but you want thrift store prices, that would actually eliminate some stuff, because you can just kind of weed it out a little bit by that. I like that. Yeah. Or if you have children with you that you have to keep moving. I hate thrifting with children because it's not like, oh, my kids love shopping, but it's when you're like moving. Right. So if I just want to run in quickly and I just have a little bit of time to kill or something with the kids along, I will go to like the patterned shirt section, because there you can just like look for fabrics you like. Whereas if it's like 25 black shirts in a row, you have to like dig and look at them, you know what I mean? Right. But if you're just looking in the patterned like fabric section, you kind of know what's your style, and you can just like run your finger down through and keep the cart moving a little bit. But you're really good at finding house stuff when you go thrifting. I think you're really good at visualizing. I don't know, I just feel like thrifting is a good place to pick up little like tchotchkes. Maybe not always the big stuff, but I feel like little things that you want to use for styling purposes, you can often do that. Maybe like, I don't know, little bowls. Think of it outside the box. Maybe it's for like a plant instead of, you know, just in the kitchen cupboard or something. Not that I always do that, but like think out of the box. And I like, yeah, especially the home decor section. That's usually what I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Especially
Thrifting has its advantages, not only with price, but also with, you're gonna have some unique things in your home then that not anybody else can have, and that's always a good feeling. Like it's not like you can just go to IKEA and buy that room up or whatever.
Right.
So that's why I love thrifting as well, not just for the prices, but wow, it's getting hot in here.
Very.
We're gonna go look at some tropical plants. I'll take you guys along and we'll see what we find, and then we'll continue on with our day. Oh my goodness, was that not fun or what? It's actually a little bit later on, and I'm gonna tidy up my room, and I'm gonna put this plant away. I had it in here so the children wouldn't get it. It's actually like in a succulent family. It is called a copper spoon. And I love like do you see the like goldish colors? It kind of reminds me of magnolia leaves having like 2 different colored sides. But I like how it kind of reads orangey in some lights, and I think it's gonna look cute in my house. Anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna tidy up my room here and go on a run. Maybe I'll take you along with me if I see anything interesting. It's just a gorgeous day out there. The sky is so blue, and it's like a little bit breezy. I think it's like 70 degrees. Why am I looking at my watch? It's 70 degrees outside, I think. And so that's just like a super comfortable temperature to go running in. And the kids are taking their naps, and my friend Kate is here back at the house, so she will just make sure that they are okay. And I won't be gone long at all. I'll just run and I can loop back anytime I need to. So I better get a move on and get this room cleaned up. Crazy. I was just kind of running sidewalks and stuff without any plan, and there was an accident. I don't think it looked like a super serious one, but seriously, that was crazy. I didn't film too much. It's not my business or anything, but that's crazy. Oh, but yeah, it's so good out here. The sun is hot, feels like 90, but the breeze is cool, so it feels really good. I'm not making great time or anything. But by now I'm sure you're sick of seeing my sweaty face. So cut to the next part. So we're on a walk. Look at Evonnie pedaling away. She's got it. Evonnie, good job. She can't really look at the camera because she's focusing. Good job. Go, pedal, push your feet hard. Push your feet hard. Yeah. Here, I'll give you a little push. There, pedal, pedal, pedal. That'll help you go faster. Yeah. It just takes strong legs. Oh, that's so cute. She has to get her legs stronger, but other than that, I think she's well on her way. And look, she has a little athletic skirt, right, like I do. And it's from the Main Street Exchange if you're looking into one. Uh-oh, all done. Okay, so now on to the rest of our trip, just in case you're looking forward to seeing a different part of the world, or maybe you're actually looking for recommendations for your families. So we did make the 17-hour drive down to Florida. We pulled a trailer. It went really smoothly and really well. I did take a turn driving in the middle of the night, and then the rest of the time Josh drove. And he slept while I was driving. And it was a little scary because it was pouring rain, but the kids did great. They slept all night. We drove over nap time, and then they were awake for a little, and then it was bedtime, and then we arrived in the morning. So it was pretty painless, all things considered. And I did try to have a plan ahead of time, so I had a lot of little activities, songs for them to listen to, and I sat in the back for their waking hours just to like play with them and stuff. It was only like 4 hours, so it wasn't bad before they were ready to go to bed. And there we were in Florida. Here is our Airbnb that we stayed in. It was pretty bare bones with decor, but that was great because then, you know, we didn't have to clean around anything, and it was just really nice and just minimal. We had a pool in the backyard, which I loved, having the enclosed like roof because you didn't really need sunscreen. It blocked some of the sun. But we did actually put up our own fence for the kids, mostly because of me. I was really scared that somebody would leave a door open and a kid would be in the pool. That's just a nightmare. It's every mom's nightmare, I know. So we did put up another fence when we got down there. And then we stayed with our friends, which it was just one other family, and they had a boy and a girl about our kids' age. So that worked out really well. This is our 3rd year vacationing together. And so yeah, there's a little bit of the house. One of our favorite things to do was biking. We brought our bikes down in the trailer and just biking in that beautiful weather. We used it kind of as our mode of transportation to bike over to Pinecraft, which is kind of just like the hub of the neighborhood. There's ice cream there. They have a coffee shop now. Even if you want fresh produce, they have that there for you. And there's even some Mennonite style restaurants like Yoder's, Der Dutchman's right down the road. It's just like a very happening little area. And yeah, we biked out there often. Of course, Josh always wants to bring oranges home from Florida, even though he always buys the California navels. I'm like, Josh, that's not how it works. Anyway, we also had Josh's cousin's like moped down, and so we rode around on that a bunch too, and that was lots of fun. I would have loved to drive it, and I did drive it a bunch, but I couldn't get it into park. Like, you have to like roll the thing up onto the brakes, and I could never get it figured out. So mostly I just drove around and then came back to the house again, you know, like looped around or whatever. And Pinecraft Park is always a hit for the kids as well. And we even saw an alligator or crocodile, whatever, the first day we were down, right across the pond, and a turtle as well. So that was like a super highlight for the kids, and we knew that we had arrived in Florida. And then in the evenings we did play volleyball some, and the kids loved playing in the sand. They could have did this for hours and hours. Another favorite thing we love to do is walk the Ringling Bridge. The view is just gorgeous, and we did this one of the first nights we were there because this is one of my highlights of Florida. I always enjoy just like a calm little walk, looking at the city on the one side and the ocean on the other. It's just so beautiful, and I highly recommend it. It's a free thing to do, and yeah, you won't forget it. And if you ask me, the most perfect time to go is at dusk, so you can kind of see it in daylight and in nighttime at the same time. You can kind of see the lights and then also the sunset. It's just so beautiful. And then we did stop at the park that was right there at the base of the bridge, and the bridge is always lit up in such pretty colors. And I caught Josh being a little Instagram dad here. He was taking pictures of Fletcher. It was so cute. I asked him, I was like, why are you doing that? Because he never like stops and takes pictures. It's so funny. And he's like, oh, I don't know, I wanted to. I just thought that was the sweetest. And of course he had to try to get our kids unscared of heights because he was a roofer and he thinks that there's no reason to be scared of heights. And I was shuddering, of course. And there's the bridge again. So beautiful, all the lights. Definitely a cute little area. Of course, another highlight is always the beach. I went about 4 times, I think, and we went out as a family 3 times. And we usually go to South Lido Beach or Siesta Key. Siesta Key definitely has the nicer sand. It's really white, but then Lido has lots of pretty shells and stuff, so you just kind of have to decide what you're in the mood for that day. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you're going out to the water, which our kids just love playing in the water, here they are at Lido, but if you go out to Siesta, it's a much longer walk out to the water, so it's just something to keep in mind. But we love both beaches. Lido is always less full though, so that's always a plus. And yes, the water is as blue as it looks. The kids loved it. It was very, very cold the one day and pretty warm another day, so I don't know what makes the difference there. Thrifting is something else I love to do in Florida. The Goodwills down there are not as cheap as in Pennsylvania, but you can always find a lot of different things that maybe I wouldn't find at home. I feel like some days it's less picked out. Another night here, we did a little photo shoot at the Westin. The Westin is like this really pretty hotel right along the water in downtown Sarasota, and we did a photo shoot here before. And then after that, we met up with some friends and ate along the water at O'Leary's Tiki Bar. This is always a great place to take pictures at sunset. Boats are out in the water. And then after supper, we did another tradition and went to the top of the Westin, the hotel that I was just talking about, and we just looked out at the view. And it is just gorgeous, but my mama heart, of course, was fluttering the whole time. I felt like I was counting children every second. Like, I don't know, it just made me a little nervous. And And then what Evonnie was begging to do for our whole trip was go to Sarasota Jungle Gardens. So we did that about halfway through. I definitely recommend this. Our kids are 1 and 3 and they loved it. The highlight, of course, is always all the exotic birds, but especially the flamingos. When you buy your tickets, you can get flamingo food for them, or actually I think there's turtle food and some other animal food too. But we always get the flamingo food, and yeah, the kids love to feed them. Fletcher was so brave. I couldn't believe it. Evonnie eventually warmed up and she was feeding him too, but Fletcher was just a little too brave if you ask me. There's some clips here, if you watch, where he actually like gives the flamingo a hug around the neck or like almost strangles it, whatever you want to call it. I was horrified.
No, Fletcher. No, Fletcher. No, Fletcher.
Thankfully, the flamingo didn't try to peck his eyes out or anything. But anyway, just keep your kids on a short leash when you are around the flamingos. And it was very family friendly. They loved it. I still don't know what the names of these little white birds are, but it looks like it would hurt your hand when they're eating out of your hand, but it does not hurt at all. It just like tickles a little bit. And they have different animal shows, like I think at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And you can hold different animals too. So it's not like a full-fledged zoo, but practically it is. I don't know. We always spend 2 to 3 hours there when we go. And yeah, we really enjoy it, at least with our kids at the ages they're at. Goodness, I just had to show this to you guys really quickly. This is a famous statue that is down along close to Marina Jack. They moved it, and this year the kids just were so enthralled. They loved seeing the giant shoes and playing on them and acting like, I don't know, I think they felt really tiny. Also, Josh and his friend did a ton of golfing together in Florida. That's always his highlight. And so one morning when they were golfing, I took the kids and walked around, just me and my kids, in downtown Sarasota. It was such a pretty Saturday. There was live music on the streets, and I even found a little street market, and I got some of the best empanadas ever. It's from the Empanada Girl, so if you see that stand ever, I think they're also at Philippi Creek Market. They are super good, and you should definitely try the pepperoni and cheese one. Another great place to explore in downtown Sarasota is the Art Ovation. I don't know if it's like a community building or if it's more of a motel, but anyway, right around there, there's some really cool buildings and some sculptures and stuff. It's just a really pretty area, and they had this old piano out in front of the hotel, and I was trying to play the music box dancer, but it was kind of difficult when like only 1/3 of the keys actually functioned. Another thing we did one evening when it was a little bit cooler was we went mini golfing, and our children had so much fun with it. Of course, we didn't actually like do it in a structured way. Us adults just golfed, and then the kids kind of came along and did their own thing. They loved exploring this place. It is called Evie's, I believe. Evie's. You gotta check it out. But we just mini golfed, and our recommendation for ice cream in the area is definitely Anne Marie's Southern Cream. They have this really cool ice cream truck with amazing ice cream and great prices. So we splurged one night and ate some of the best seafood around. We've been here once before. It's not cheap, guys. If you're gonna go to Philippi Creek, expect to spend money, but it's also going to be some of the best seafood ever, and you get to sit along the water. It's just really fun. Here is another recommendation. I would recommend going on Thursdays if you decide to go. It is called the Children's Garden of Sarasota, I believe, and it is just like this really fun place for them to explore, use their imagination. We were there on a day when there was nobody else there, which was so nice. It was just me and some of my friends and their kids, and our kids just loved exploring. I was getting a little bored till the end, but the weather was perfect. The bugs, you definitely want to wear bug spray, I would say, and go on Thursdays because it's a little bit cheaper. But it was great for the ages that our kids were, and I would say like up to 8 years old, 10 years old even. There was this great area where they could pretend that they were cooking in a kitchen. It was just like a kid's treehouse play area. Yeah, just so many different little things for them to play around and do. I wish we would have carved out a little more time to do it. We'd been planning to go to the beach once the guys got back from golfing, so we weren't there quite as long as the kids would have liked. But yeah, it's definitely a place to check out if you're looking for something to do on like a nice day. But I will say, I think the reason we liked it so much is that we had the whole thing to ourselves. I'm not sure how it would be if there was children running everywhere, if you could actually keep track of your own or not. Another highlight that we try to do every year is go to Myakka State Park. We did this close to the end. There's so many cool things to do. Our kids are pretty young yet, so we couldn't do any of the hikes and stuff like that. There is like a boat tour that goes out into the water and you can like look for alligators and stuff. We did not do that because it was like $53 just for our family to do it, and it was getting close to lunchtime. But we did look at alligators off of the bridge, and we saw 2 there. And then later on, we're gonna see a few more. But it's just a beautiful place to go on a hike, go on a walk. They have a lot of different things, like park ranger stuff to do. Evonnie was begging the whole time to go back to the bridge. Somehow she remembered this like tower bridge thing. It's like an observation tower. So you like walk up this tower to a bridge, and then after you go across the suspension bridge, you can go up another tower and look out across Florida, and you can just see so far out into the horizon. You can kind of see the ocean way off in the distance, all like the jungly trees and stuff. But as you can see, we got there and it was roped off for construction, which, I mean, I do not want to be going up a tower that needs, you know, repairs or anything. That would be really scary. But I wish they would have told us ahead of time, since we had to pay $6 to enter the park. But I think we would have still went anyway, even if they had told us, because the alligators itself and the bridge were definitely worth it. Josh was so funny today with the kids. He was giving Evonnie a hard time that he was too fat, or he was too big, he couldn't fit through the trees. And she was just like, no, Daddy, this is how you do it. And she was trying to show him how to get through. And so he was just being a bugger and teasing her and picking on her. It was so funny.
So Daddy put his hands like this, huh? Alright, okay. No, I try it. Oh, can you pull me a little bit? No. Push me from behind. Push me. Push me through. That worked. Do it again. Up. I'm through.
The day before we left, it was really cold, and so we decided to take the kids bowling. They had bowling like every 3rd lane, I think it was, like due to the virus and everything. And we let the kids bowl too. It was so fun. Evonnie, you can see her. She would bowl, and then she would forget to watch her ball go to the end, and you'd be like, Vonnie, look, see how many pins you drop over. Anyway, it was hysterical, but they enjoyed it. And here is another recommendation, free place to go. It is called Payne Park. Josh went to Payne Park when I was shopping with Lynette. And then we also went the last day to get the kids' energy run out before we left to go home again. And my recommendation would be to not go on a Saturday, because it is so full and it's hard to keep track of your kids. And yeah, me and Josh just each assigned ourselves to 1 kid apiece and just like ran around with them because it was so full. But Josh's recommendation is, if you're a dad, he thinks you should definitely go on a Saturday, because he went on a Wednesday and he was the only dad there, and he felt like awkward and weird with all these moms and their kids, and it was just him. So take it for what it's worth. That's our advice. Personally, I think if you're a mom and you want to take your kids to a park, definitely do it a weekday quicker than a weekend, just because it's a little more relaxing. Another quick little recommendation is Detweiler's. That is where we always go to get our oranges and some other produce and stuff like that. And they also have like a really cute little ice cream section where you can get some really interesting flavors of ice cream. So I guess I will wrap it up here. If you're looking for any more details about our trip to Florida, I did save a highlight bubble in my Instagram stories at the top. It's called Florida 2021. And there you can see all my travel tips and some other recommendations as well. I tried to not be on my phone a ton on vacation because I just wanted to enjoy it, but I always know you guys like to see, you know, different parts of the world, and maybe you're looking for recommendations yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out Lynette's video next and see what she was up to on this day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.